I'm sure by now that many of you who follow social media uh, and know of the YouTube personality, internet personality, kickboxing champion, and self made multi millionaire, Andrew Tate. And I'm certain that you more than likely have heard that he has been arrested a couple days ago uh, in Romania, allegedly, allegedly, for, they say, sex trafficking. First of all, don't believe it. I don't believe it. That's what I'm saying. And then the other charge is supposed to be the most prevalent between the two, amongst others, is money laundering, because they found $1 million in cash in his home. Pause. Let me ask you a question. It's rhetorical. If you are a multi-million dollar personality, or a multi-millionaire, more properly, is it against the law to have $1 million in cash in your home? I mean, is that a rule that you can't have liquid cash in that amount in your home? Now, if you look at all of the millionaires that are in the world and all of the billionaires, even though most of their money is tied up in assets and things, and it may not be that very common to have this much money in your possession physically, but it's yours. So I know it might be odd, but we have to understand that he has been targeted by certain factions. I mean, he's talked about the Illuminati, uh, the pandemic, COVID, uh, men trying to be emasculated by certain sectors in our world or our society and government and so forth. He's talked about the government. But what I'm getting at is this. It hasn't been that long since he posted some videos talking about these very controversial, if you want to call it that, or maybe truthful situations about Big Brother, or the powers that be, people in high places, as it were, and they decided to get him, so to speak. When did it ever occur to you that speaking the truth to power was taboo? I'm speaking about America real quick. Why can't you speak truth to power if it's the truth? In America, more specifically, when you go to court and you're sworn in a courtroom proceeding, and you're asked the question, do you solemnly, or do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and your hand is on the Bible? What's the Bible for? But they're asking you and admonishing you that you must tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But twisted around, oftentimes in that same system, the judicial system, they lie on a regular basis, from the judge all the way down to the prosecutor and even the defense. They lie all of the time. This has been documented many, many times. There are judges and lawyers that have gone to jail as well. People in government positions, high positions, have gone to jail as well for doing something illegal, unlawful, dishonest. So now, why can't the citizenry of any nation, and we understand that we have communistic uh, nations as well on this planet. We know all countries don't practice um, democracy, as it were. Some basically are free in their own mind to do whatever it is that they please to do. Some governments really have no government at all of, for, and by the people. They control the people in a totalitarian system, you know, a monarchy type of system where the people don't have very much to say at all, don't have very many rights at all. Example, China, North Korea, some countries in the Middle East, and so on. So, I'm saying this again. I believe, as many do, that Andrew Tate is being targeted. He has been targeted, and they're trying to bring him down because otherwise he can't be controlled as it relates to him telling the truth about what's going on in this planet that belongs to all of us, not just certain segments of the society or the 1%. So Andrew Tate is in my prayers already. Now someone might try to defend the opposition's stance and the narratives that they're spewing out here about the allegations against sexual misconduct with women and trafficking and all this other stuff and whatever you want to call it. Whatever the charges are, they're already haters of Tate to begin with. So they're going to jump in both feet trying to crush this man's life like they did some other celebrities that we are aware of, you know. So what do you think? I'm curious. What do you think about this Andrew Tate saga and recent discovery, so to speak? Is he innocent until proven guilty, or have you already judged him as being guilty because you don't like him? Let me know what you think. I'm curious. I don't believe that any of it is true at all. I believe someone is building something out of nothing, trying to make something just to bring the man down. Because there were men like him before. First it was Kanye here in recent news with the so-called anti-Semitism issue. And then not 30, 60 days later, it's Kyrie Irving. Now, remarkably enough, now it's Andrew Tate, in terms of people of prominence, if you will, in the media. Doesn't this sound strange to you? This turn of events, doesn't it smell fishy to you? Or is it just simply another distraction? I don't know. But what do you think? As I said, he's in my prayers, and I mean that sincerely, because anyone that speaks truth to power, the powers that be are going to come and see about you, because they don't want you who have influence to spread that influence to the masses. It's against their narrative. It's against their agenda. And they can't have that. Think on it. This is Teacher.